Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Marketing Advantage podcast. Today, I have the pleasure of sitting and talking to Tavia Green, who is the founder of a skincare brand called Bodystry. And she's also the creator of this amazing product that I love, the rose oil butter. I've been using this for about 2.5 weeks now. I absolutely love it. I came across her from an ad and I ordered the product right away. And I really like it. So I was like, I have to talk to her and figure out her story, how she got started. So Tavia, if you don't mind, could you just start off by like introducing us to who you are and how you ended up founding Body Street?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. My name's Tavia Green. I'm a cosmetic developer, and I've been in the development space for the past 7 years. I started off as an accountant, actually. One day I got really interested in the science behind hair care products. I started off in hair care, created my first line of products in 2017, Climax Hair Care, available at walmart.com.
Period.
And Bodystry came about as kind of like an accident because I was looking for something for myself. It came from a personal need. I have 3 kids, and as a result of my 3 kids, I experienced a lot of skin damage around my stomach area.
Mm,
Looked for things that were functional that I could use all over that would also tighten up that area, and I couldn't find anything. So I made my own with the expertise and experience that I already had. And it became a huge hit really fast. So I'm
wow.
excited to see where it goes.
Yes, yes, yes. So when you said you couldn't find anything else, right? That was the inspiration that combined both skin tightening and skin like healing and restoration. Because I also have 3 kids. My stomach looks crazy. My kids say it looks like a brain because I have like the stretch
No.
mark. That's why when I saw your stuff,
These
I was
kids
like,
say anything.
add to cart. I was like, the audacity. Like you damaged me, now you have to sit up. I can't.
Right.
But that's another conversation. But yeah, I was like, add to cart. Like I can only go up from here.
Right. Right.
Right, right. So what makes it special? What did you do that other brands were missing out on?
So rose oil butter is a full body lotion. You can use it all over from
Oh,
head to toe. I use it on my face.
okay.
It cleared my skin. I used to have blemishes on my face. Those are
Yes,
gone.
your
It
skin is
has it
very
has
clear,
different thank you. It has different purposes. It helps crepey skin, which is
which
like
is like the pregnancy skin, like
right,
that.
right, the scrunch,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, scrunchy.
Restores elasticity, fades stretch
Okay.
marks, lightens dark spots, it's multifunctional. So people from all different walks of life basically can use it. And it works. It really works.
Yeah,
So
so far so good. I use it on my stomach, of course, and my
mhm.
breast area
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I got those stretch marks from like breastfeeding. Your breasts get really big, and then when you stop breastfeeding, they just like that, and then you get the
Right.
crepey skin.
Right, right. So there are products like, help with skin firmness, but they're not usually like a full body situation. They're usually
They're
like
only
come
for
in a
like
little,
that.
yeah, they come in like a little jar. Like you'll see stretch mark cream, and it usually
Mhm.
comes in like a little jar that's this big,
Okay.
and you can use it only on that one area. I was looking for something that was fully functional, that people got their money's worth, and something that pretty much replaces lotion. Because
Right.
why not? Why not? If there's something that would tighten and from your skin, as we age, our
Oh
skin
God.
needs
Yeah.
change. As we
Mhm.
age, our skin needs change. So why not, upgrade your skin routine?
Yeah. So how did you figure out that rose oil butter or rose butter, maybe rose oil had those qualities? Did you like, was it just in your research?
Yeah. In my research, I come from like a herbalist type of family. My family's from
Okay.
Jamaica.
Oh, okay. I'm African.
Yeah. Oh, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom she makes a lot of her stuff, her own stuff that
Okay.
she uses for herself. She has thyroid disease and she
Hmm.
has high blood pressure, and she always makes like teas and like hair
Tinctures and
cares. Yeah,
herbs and
like
stuff. Yeah.
herbs. Like she's the herbalist type of woman. So a lot of the things that I implement in my formulas now are things that I've learned from her. I'll call her up and ask her.
Okay.
Um, my family is also in the medical field. Like my mother is a doctor, my sister's a
Oh,
doctor.
okay.
So they also helped me with certain formulation aspects.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah.
So you're like a second generation herbalist.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah.
Maybe fourth or fifth. I'm sure your
Right,
mom learned
right,
from
right.
someone. Yeah.
From my grandma, right,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. So I came across your company from the ad, right? Where you were specifically talking about the crepey skin postpartum. And so that made me think, just kind of like segues into what you were saying, how it's a full body product, it can be used by anybody. But from a marketing perspective, like is your target audience people like you and I who have the crepey skin, the postpartum women, the moms?
Yeah, for sure. That is the audience that draws to me the most.
Okay.
I think because they see themselves in, that same issue as well. So it's so common and there's really no go-to that you can think of
Okay, so I
exactly.
mean that makes sense because it's like on my platform I talk a lot about like niching down, so you have a
Uh-huh.
product that's an amazing product that really anyone can use, but from a marketing and a strategic perspective, it just makes so much sense to niche down to that postpartum audience because like you said, when they see you, you don't really have to sell yourself, right?
Right,
Or the product
exactly.
because they have an immediate need that
Right.
they're probably self-conscious about and they're probably thinking, well, I have nothing to lose. Like, it's not going to make
Right.
my
Why
skin
not?
worse. Why not try it out? And then when they get it and it actually
Right.
works, it's like, win win. So I think that was really smart on your part.
Thank you.
One thing I also liked about your product, I don't know, like it was just something about seeing you actually in the ad that made me connect with you. And then also, and then you brought up a good point about the size of the product. I have seen other like brands, even on Instagram, that are selling mommy products, but they're like you said, very small and
Meaning.
very expensive.
Right.
So I'm thinking,
Exactly.
okay, I have this issue on a big part of my body. It's going to cost me thousands to try to like get, to see
Exactly.
improvement. So I like the fact when I saw your ad and I clicked on it, I was like, oh, this is a nice, sizable, container. Like I'll be able to use it for a while,
Right.
at that price point and possibly see results. I thought that was really smart of you. What's your overall marketing strategy?
We have not really touched on influencer marketing yet, only
Okay.
because I really want it to be authentic. Right now I'm just influencer for right now.
Okay.
We definitely do a
Yeah.
lot of Facebook ads. And we're gonna start doing in-person activations. In person is, really good because people get to see you, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So I guess you could say our marketing strategy is authentic connection.
So yeah, so it seems like I would say your marketing strategy is Facebook ads and here and there some influencers, and then down the line maybe some in person like trade shows and so forth. But for the most part, it's Facebook and Instagram ads. What is that like? Because that is, I mean, obviously I understand that. When I talk to people, that is like probably the most intimidating aspect of having an online business for almost everyone. So how did you conquer? Like, what's your approach? Are you paying someone to do it? Or are you running it? You're running the ads yourself? And if so, how did you get to that point?
My husband and I, we run the ads ourselves. My husband is really good at like
Okay.
setting up the ads and stuff like that. But I guess maybe the most intimidating part is actually making the content itself.
Okay.
Like, I guess like writing the script and figuring out like what to say,
So you use
how to
scripts?
draw people's attention. Yeah, I write down what I'm gonna say first.
Hmm.
I guess the hardest part for me is getting that hook, like getting people to actually keep watching the video. Once you figure that out, it's smooth sailing from there.
I mean, without you don't have to go too much into like your details and your analytics, but I'm curious, like, what's your return on ad spend? Which type of ads have you found to be the most effective? Like as far as like format?
Our return on ad spend is really high. It's like 10.
Whoa,
Yeah. But
that's like
and
pre-COVID numbers. Okay.
right. And I'm finding that people are just really connecting with the product because like I said, unless I'm missing something, I don't think anything like it exists. So I think that when people see it, they're like, why not? I mean, I'm already using lotion. Why not
Exactly.
just get this product that will make my skin better?
And it's a really great price point, right? Like 24.99 or something or $30.
24. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I
I
remember. I
I
was like,
wanted to keep it in that price range because I wanted it accessible to people. Like, that particular niche of products, like you said, are expensive. They're usually like
mhm.
$50, $60.
So that's why when I saw the price point, I was like, Black woman owned. She seems like she knows what she's talking about. Great price point. I'm gonna get it. I think I even left that comment. I was like, Black woman owned product, instant add to cart. Yes. So what's your daily budget on your ads?
It changes. It depends on like how much we have in stock, but anywhere from like 75 to like $1,000 a day. This depending on how much we have in stock that day.
A day?
Yeah.
You're spending?
Hmm. It
Wow.
depends on how many jars we have because if we were not going to run $1,000 ad, we only have 50 jars left. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So that means like that means you have that much inventory and
Yeah,
You're
sometimes.
selling. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes, but it sells fast. It sells fast. So we're actually expanding to a manufacturer next month.
So right now you're doing it in-house.
Yeah, okay. So we have like a small team. So my husband is the one who makes it right now,
Okay.
and a couple members of the family, and then they'll package it, send it out, and they're just in there working all day. So per day, like I said, it varies. Like we're shipping anywhere from on a slow day, like maybe 200 jars, and then on a
And all your orders are coming primarily, I should say most of the orders are coming from the ads.
yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. The ad I saw was, I think, like a Stitch or a TikTok where the lady was like, "How am I fix this? How am I fix this? This remember?" And
Yes. And
you're
I
like,
sent her some. I don't know if you
"Oh, you
saw. I
did?
sent
No,
her
I
some and
didn't
it's
see.
been working for her. I just
Really?
posted. Yeah. So her skin has been really tightening back up a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, that
I
ad
just
was so
posted.
powerful because I was like, that's me. And I was like, who is that? And it's just like the video in itself is like so raw. Like I don't know if you've been on my page, but I love more like curated and like pretty things. But I always tell people
Right.
sometimes it's like just put the camera on and start recording and just
Right.
test because you never know what's gonna work. So just the fact that it was so raw and natural, I was like, wait, am I on TikTok? Like, what is going on? And then, because it just looked like a TikTok
It
type
came TikTok,
video,
right?
right? As opposed to Instagram where everything is like so pretty. I'm more of an
Right.
Instagram girl. Like TikTok
Hmm.
makes me feel like I have ADD. It's just like too many colors
Too
and
much
stuff. And
going on.
yeah. And so I was like, oh, and then you came, you're like, she's right. This is not, and you just had the more like technical explanation. But I don't know why I just connected with it. So that's amazing that you guys are doing those types of numbers, right?
Thank you.
Um,
People crave authenticity. I think that's what it is.
that is so true.
People
People
crave
have been telling me that
authenticity.
because I love the curated thing. And one of my business friends was like, "Girl, just put your camera on and start." But the
Just turn,
millennial
even if
in
there's a
me,
mistake in the video, just
ugh,
post it anyways. And I
but the
know I had to get over that
right, yeah.
myself.
I'm like, I
I
want.
have
I'm
a
like,
perfectionist
me
bug
too. I'm
too.
a recovering. Well, am I recovering? I'm still in the perfectionist thing. I want everything to be pretty.
Yeah. People don't care
But
about that girl.
I know,
Just
but I connected with that. I was like her stomach. I was like, oh my God, that looks like my stomach. I don't know. Even just interacting with your ad, it gave me food for thought. Because I was like, damn, that was powerful and effective as hell. And like
thank you.
if I were creating an ad like if I were creating an ad for you, like mine would have been like so much more like curated and pretty and
And
stuff.
cute.
But
Yeah.
right. Like I would have been like had a
Yeah.
pregnant lady laying there, like, on the beach, rubbing her stomach, and that probably wouldn't have worked. So yeah, that's amazing. I didn't know that you guys were like that successful because I think that is one of my questions. Like I think you kind of like indirectly answered it where I was like, are you guys profitable? But if you're spending $1,000 a day at any point in time, that means you're making money.
Yes,
And
definitely.
especially
We're definitely making it better. I do want to say one thing,
mhm.
to touch on the perfectionist point.
Okay.
So I did learn a lot from Climax Hair Care. With Climax, I was really like perfectionist. Like it has to look
Mhm.
like this. It has to, and I have seen way more success with Bodystry, and I think that's why.
Wow.
Because
That's a
when you
mhm.
overthink that ad, you just this doesn't pan out.
Yeah, that's profound. So how much did it cost you to start? Because people have this impression that, oh, you need all this money, even though I tell people you really don't,
You
especially for like
don't.
a product like this where it's one product. So how much did it cost you?
So I use just like a vendor, like an online
Mhm.
a cosmetics vendor to buy the raw materials. And
Okay.
I already had like, an idea of what ingredients I wanted, how I wanted to make it. Took me a couple of iterations.
Hmm.
I think I started off with like $300 of material.
Right.
After I made my final product, I
Hmm.
used a chemist that I had a colleague who she's a licensed chemist. So I'm not
Okay.
licensed. I have a cosmetic developer certificate, but I'm not a
Okay.
licensed chemist.
Right.
So she's a licensed chemist. So I sent the the sample to her
Hmm.
and she did stability testing for me and just to give me like that verification because like I said she has more in-depth, like she's an actual licensed chemist.
Hmm.
So from there we made our little tweaks and then yeah, the final products I would say in total less than $1,000 to do
Right.
everything. Yeah, a
Exactly.
couple
That's
hundreds, few
amazing.
hundred.
And then when you started
Yeah.
running ads, I'm assuming you probably started with what, like $100 a day or fifty
Yeah,
dollars
not
a
no,
day?
not even like
Okay.
$25 a day.
When exactly did you start the company? Because I remember in my research, I couldn't get a date.
So it launched for officially on December 20th. I started to post just so people would
Hmm.
know that it was coming soon in
To create the hype.
October-ish. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
October-ish. And I started off on TikTok and then kind of moved to Instagram.
So when you started posting, were you running ads just to bring people to your page, even though you didn't have anything to sell
Yeah,
yet?
I was doing like the ads. You know, when you do the ads, it gives you the option to pick like make a sale or visit your page. I was just doing the visit your page option.
You mean you were boosting off of
Yeah,
Instagram?
boosting, yeah, on
Yeah, where it's
Instagram
like
and
visit
on
Instagram
TikTok.
profile. Yeah.
Right, right. So I was doing like
Did you
$10
get
a day.
followers that
Yeah,
way?
yeah, people were following. People were
Mm-hmm.
asking. And I think that was a good indicator to know that it's something that people want. I would recommend if, if anybody's like thinking about dropping a product to do that first and just to see how people react to it.
That's so impressive. I know you're not, this girl's not saying December 2024. Wow. And
Yeah.
like so many people, myself included, like with all the political upheaval and the tariffs
Right.
and all that, I was just like, oh my God, like, is this the right time to start a business? Like, are people, and people were like DMing me and asking me, like, in my strategic consultations, that was just the big question. Like, is now the time? Like, should I even bother? And I was just like, girl, I don't know what to tell you because I'm over here panicking. I don't know what the hell is going to happen. So it's just so amazing.
I know it sounds so cliche, thank you. But I
Uh-huh.
think that like if it's on your heart to just do it. I know that sounds so
So you
cliche. That's
weren't
probably like
scared.
the No, I mean, I wouldn't say scared. I was just trying to see what would happen. Like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Like, you
Yeah,
know
no,
what I'm
I
saying?
think that's a
Like,
good lesson because sometimes I get like stuck in my head. I'm just trying to think, like, obviously I'm on the consulting side, but if I was on the product side, in your position, I'm
mhm.
probably being like, let me wait and see, like, few months, what's going on. Are
No,
people even
why?
gonna
Just do
buy?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, just do it. So I would say like the only way that I would probably say it would be scary is if you're like putting a bunch of money into it.
that's true.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if
Hmm.
you're just putting $100 just to see how, how something goes,
Yeah,
why
that's
not?
true. That's true. That makes a big difference. I guess I talk more so to like I never had a lot of clients who were into like the body skin space. Most of the girls we worked
Uh,
with were selling like beauty products as like fashion, right? Like clothes, shoes.
mm.
So they have to
See,
put a
clothes is
lot of
hard.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
So
makes
would you have done
sense.
that if you were trying to sell clothes and you had to spend like 15,000 on
Uh,
inventory?
It depends. It depends. It depends on like, do I really think the world needs this? Because if the world needs it, you can't lose.
Period. Yeah.
If the people need it, they're gonna buy it.
That's true. And that's where I think you were genius in that. It's like the price point is what makes it a no-brainer. It's recession proof, your
Right,
product.
right. Yeah. I wanted to make it accessible.
And I mean, essentially, I don't know why I'm acting so surprised because what you did is what I preach. It's just amazing talking to someone who like, never spoke to me or whatever and just intuitively did that. Because I don't know whether you've been on my page, but I have been screaming from the rooftops with this whole concept of the peacock product, the peacock strategy, right? From looking at brands like Spanx and Crocs, like brands that
Hmm.
launch and scale basically like on the backs of one core product, right? Like
Right,
Crocs came out, they had their initial Crocs. Yes, it came in like I think 7 or 8 colors, but it was one product.
right,
Same thing
right.
with Spanx. She came out, she had the I remember being like in middle school and seeing her on the Oprah show. And it was just that
Hmm.
one product that came in like nude, black, and white. And now she's a multi-billion-dollar company. And so I always
Hmm.
tell people, like, especially in the fashion space, a lot of the girls think, oh, I need to come out and have this vast inventory. And I'm like, no, you can come out literally with one product. Or even more recently, what was it, Stanley Cup, right? The company.
Hmm.
It was 100.
Hmm.
I did a whole case study on this company. I didn't know it was that old, 114
Yeah.
years old. And
I
they were
I was
just
surprised when I heard that too.
right. And they were just kind of like, coasting off, making like 700,000 or whatever. And then this one product, the quencher, goes viral and they just
Goes
expand
viral.
on that one product, create different colors and so forth. And then they went to like what? I don't know. They like went to like $1 billion or something in a matter of
Yeah.
like 3 years. Like
Right.
it's
That one
crazy.
video of that car
Well,
accident video.
oh, right. But it was because you know what it was? The marketing director from Crocs left and he got hired by Stanley Company.
Oh, I didn't
So
know that.
I
Wow.
just imagine Stanley Company being like a bunch of like old men, probably, been
Hmm.
working there for like 60 years, literally, and they had no idea about the power of
What
the
to do.
internet. And so, right.
Right.
And this guy came from Crocs who's like, you can use social media to scale your business and also like find one thing that people like
Mhm.
and just keep selling that. Because Stanley historically only sold to men, but the
Oh,
women were the ones who wanted
interesting.
to buy the cups. And so they were
Yeah.
like, so he was like, let's just redesign the damn cup, like make it take it from green and
Ma-
black, make it pink and purple and yellow, and sell it to women, and their brand took
Boom.
off.
Oh, I was gonna say that was the lesson I learned from Climax. We
Okay.
launched Climax with 6 products.
Okay.
So I would not recommend that. Only
Mhm.
because it's so hard to like preach what your product does 6 times. Like preach
Mm.
why you need
Mhm.
it so many
Yeah.
times. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
easier to focus on one and then go from there.
Go from there.
We're definitely going to lean heavily on online sales.
Okay.
We plan to expand to Amazon this summer.
Okay.
And we do want to partner with a retailer, but has to be the right retailer. It wouldn't be Walmart. Our dream retailer would be Ulta.
Ulta Beauty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get
Yeah.
in there.
I think so. I think we could with some time. Okay, so what I recommend for people if they want to be on retail shelves is to join an accelerator. Every single major retailer has an accelerator program for people
How do you
who own
find that?
brands.
Just go to their website?
Yeah, just go to the website. Google
Okay.
Walmart Accelerator, Target Accelerator, Ulta Accelerator. They all have. Ulta's opens up on June 1st.
Okay,
You
perfect.
have to apply.
Hmm.
It's usually like a couple of thousand people apply and they pick like 10 of the best brands every year. And
Okay.
they usually give you a grant.
Okay.
I believe Ulta's grant is 50,000.
Hmm. What to buy
And
inventory?
well, you can use it towards whatever your needs are, advertising, inventory. They don't care what you use it for as long as it's used on the business. And
Okay.
yeah, from there they introduce you to their pipeline and they just kind of give you the direction and assist you on to onboarding onto their shelves. I mean, some people just don't do that in like you can use like a broker
Hmm.
to do that, but then you have to hire the
Then you have
broker
to
and
pay
it's
them,
like,
right?
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
pay the broker. I mean, I would only recommend that as a backup if you don't get into the program, but I mean, if your product is good enough and your application is strong, you'll get in.
And how do you need what makes a strong application? Is it sales?
Not even. It's being
Mhm.
able to explain why the world needs your product.
So you'd have to present.
You have to be able to present. They usually ask for like a pitch deck, the cost of the product, why do people need it? They want to see traction. They want to see that, people are drawn to it. And then there's an interview. You interview with the panel of whoever the board is at the time.
Mhm.
And you just go from there.
Wow, I didn't know it was that simple.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Cool. Have you been experiencing any like supply chain issues with all the tariffs? I don't know what's going like now he's saying the tariffs are on pause. Girl, I don't know what's going on.
Right. Fortunately,
Mm.
not much because the only thing we get from overseas is the jar
The
itself.
jar, right. That's what I was
But the
thinking.
jar is like 5 cents. It's not like,
Okay. So you are getting the jars from China.
yes, we do. And the tariff did briefly change the shipping cost, but it wasn't by
Price.
much. It was
Mhm.
like a couple $100 for us. And then we make the product here. So,
Exactly. And you're all I
yeah,
was just
so
looking at your ingredients and everything is just
it's grown
found.
here. They're plant based. So it's, they're all grown here.
They're all grown here in the
Well,
US.
like the rose oil, like the rose, we use like local florists for the roses.
Oh wow.
Um, the niacinamide and stuff. Yeah, it's all like manufactured here.
And then the cocoa butter and stuff you're getting from like an online cosmetic supplier. Like I think I know one called Essential Co or something like that, where they just will
Yeah,
give you the
yeah.
raw
The
butters,
bulk. Right, right. We get
oils.
it from the bulk suppliers.
Yeah, perfect. Well, do you mind? I don't know, this is on my list. Some people don't feel comfortable sharing, but now I'm super intrigued. Like, what are your monthly sales?
Monthly sales, I will give you a
Ballpark?
so okay. You can't really go by well in our case because we always sell out. So we'll go like
So
two
meaning you
weeks
could sell
without.
more.
Yeah, we'll go with. We were just sold out for the past. We had to shut the website down for 2 weeks last for the past two
Wow.
weeks because it was so many so many orders that we couldn't like. We were getting behind with like a month behind in shipping, and people were like getting upset.
Hmm.
So our monthly sales vary, but we're looking at between 20 and 30,000 a month,
That's amazing. With how much?
so that's like 2 weeks of sales then because that was in May.
So when
That
did
was only
sales
for the
pick
two
up?
weeks.
I mean, I know you started in December.
So
Were you like,
December we
okay.
yeah, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. In
No,
December
it's
we
fine.
only sold like 30 jars
Well, you started on
in
like the
December.
20th, right? Or
Yeah,
something? Which is
yeah.
crazy that you even sold during like Christmas time because most people are not checking for skincare
Oh
products during
girl, people
Christmas.
were waiting like I need this
Really?
today. Yeah, we only sold 50 jars in December.
Okay, that's a
And
lot
then
to launch.
January,
So you sold 50 jars in 6 days. Then you launched like on the 19th or the 20th or
On the
something.
20th, from the 20th to the
So you
31st.
sold 50 jars in 11 days.
Yeah.
Wow. So basically, you guys need to produce more so that you can
Yes. So that's why
capture
we're
all these
working on a
sales.
manufacturer, because we're having to like market it. We're gonna sell out again for sure before the end of this month, and we're not gonna have any more
So this
until
manufacturer will just be able to produce how many units per day? Probably way more than what your family is doing.
yeah, for sure. They'll be able to do tons. Like they have like, the big machines, and then
Hmm.
all of the machines are all automated. So they're labeling it, they're screwing
Oh,
on the, like
nice.
the machine is putting on the jar, it's filling, you know,
Right. And they'll ship
so we'll be
out
able
for
to do
you
it
as
quickly.
well.
It's a manufacturer fulfillment center.
Fulfillment.
So
This is
when you're
amazing.
working with a center like that, you go under contract. Of course, don't recommend it till you gain traction.
Right.
With a fulfillment center, I mean, I guess you could, it just depends on exactly what you're making, but you could find somebody who make it for like $4 or $5 a jar, but then they make you buy 4 or 5 thousand jars usually to start.
So in that month, I mean, let's say on a $20,000 or $30,000 month, what was your ad spend? Do you know?
I'll give you the inside scoop. So I'll give you the main numbers. So we were out of stock for 2 weeks in May. So this is for 2 weeks. Did 10 days of sales. We spent $4,300 in
Okay.
ads in those 10 days. We had 23,000 sessions to the site, and sales were 28,859.
Wow. But you
28,859.
had 20 days with no sales.
Yeah, so that was only 10 days. Conversion is 3.5%. Was 3.5%. But then, like I said, the fact that we were out of stock for 2 weeks kind of changes the conversion rate, because people were coming on the site and not
Hmm.
able to order.
Right.
So the true
Exactly.
conversion is probably higher than that.
Yeah. Wow. That is impressive. I don't think I could
Mhm.
have even gotten better numbers for you. Like as an agency, like I don't like that would have been those are amazing that
Uh-huh.
you and your husband are doing that on your own.
Thank you. I
That
appreciate that.
you are amazing. I'm so glad I talked to you. Like, oh gosh, I love it. So what are your plans for 2025, 2026? I know you talked about you're gonna get a manufacturer that's gonna be
Uh-huh.
making the product, packaging the product, mailing the
Uh-huh.
product. So you're gonna be scot-free just optimizing your ad
Optimizing our
and
ads. So
growing your
that is
brand.
the main thing right now. We're trying to transfer to the manufacturer effectively,
Hmm.
meaning that we need it to be exactly how we make it. We're just trying to make sure that the chemist does it right.
Right.
That's been the back and forth. So we're working on the samples and stuff with them. But once we do figure it out,
Hmm.
yes, that'll be a big milestone for us. We're gonna have it manufactured. We'll be able to produce thousands a day.
Wow.
And then once we do that, we'll get onto Amazon. I think that Amazon will be a big turning point for us as well, because
You're gonna have
people
to
love
start
and
marketing on
people love.
Amazon.
Yeah, and you know what? I have actually no clue about marketing on Amazon, so that'll be
Hmm.
like a huge like project for me. But we are hoping to get into the Ulta Beauty program.
Right.
Wish us luck. Yeah, and then
It's
go from
already
there.
yours. Yeah.
And then go from there. Yeah.
Wow. I just love how you're just all like, yeah, this is all working out. Do you plan on expanding the product line or are you just gonna scale this and see how far you can go?
No, I have products in mind. We have a whole product pipeline. I have like 4 more products
Targeting
in
the
mind.
same target audience,
The
with
same
the
audience,
us
yeah.
people out here with the
Targeting
crepey
me,
skin.
targeting myself, things that I like to use or things
But
that
I'm
I would
saying, is it gonna
use.
be like still with like repairing your skin,
Yeah. Yeah,
elasticity,
skin repair.
postpartum?
Mhm.
Oh, perfect. Well, I always tell people, I'm like, you're selling anything for babies or pregnant people, you can't go wrong because
Right,
we
right?
out here every
Right,
day getting
right.
pregnant, giving birth.
Correct.
So that, I mean, wow, you're so impressive.
Thank
And
you.
I don't know you, but I'm so proud of you.
Thank you,
Just
and I
everything
appreciate that.
yeah, everything you're accomplished. Like that's why I was like, I have to talk to you. Like it just felt such like a natural conversation. Is there anything you want to say, or I mean, I'm
No,
done.
thank you for having interest in me. I appreciate
Of
that. Thank
course, I'm
you.
interested in any Black woman who's doing anything that's phenomenal. I want to talk to
Thank you.
everyone.
I feel you
Yeah. Oh my God. I feel so inspired now, like
because
talking to you. Even though I'm not selling a product, but just talking to you, like I've taken
right,
your
exactly.
energy and
Exactly.
I'm gonna multiply it. So thank you so much. And this is your
Absolutely.
spaghetti that stuck to the wall.
Thank you.
It's amazing. I love it. You're amazing. Thank you so much for talking to me. And everyone needs to get this butter.
Correct.
Period. Okay.